Here's another one of these TV series I'm trying out. We'll find out from engagement which one of these three you want me to do. Now, if two of them gets a hell of a lot of engagement, then, maybe I'll do two. I do know that, I'm trying to fill the space between January and probably May. I'll probably start the Naruto sequel series in May. It depends on how long it takes me to do the rewatch. That's the variable. I can't estimate that. Because I may blow through 10 episodes in one day and then a bunch of things come up and I don't have time to work on it for 2 weeks, right? So, who knows? So, I'm not being intentionally vague. I just don't know. But, I need something that'll fill the time. I'll probably end up doing more. With some of these series I'm looking at, they only run 80 episodes or whatever, which, we'll get a couple months of action out of it. But so maybe all we're going to do here is we're going to determine what order I'll watch these. If all three of them get good engagement. We'll see. Now, if there's one thing I know about the Japanese, they will put on a damn mech suit and fight you. They don't care about drones. They don't care about cruise missiles. They don't care about automated robots that do the fighting for them. No, they're going to put a mech suit on them, around their bodies, and then still have the mech suit hold rifles and knives and swords and stuff and fight like we're fighting. You and me are fighting, except 10 times bigger and with metal. So they love the mech suit thing. I am kind of ambivalent about it. Sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not. It's all in the execution. I love ViFam. I wasn't super impressed with the original Gundam that I watched. It was okay. But I just felt like I never really engaged with the characters. And then there was an offshoot miniseries that I really liked. It's one of my favorite things I've ever watched. And it was so short. I think it's only 8 episodes or something. I loved it because I really engaged with the characters. Same universe. I think it was a prequel. So it had nothing to do with the setup or the premise or the universe. I think I didn't engage with the characters in the original thing I watched. And I did engage here. So, one other thing to keep in mind, I still owe Paul a movie called Fist of the North Star, and apparently after that movie, there is an offshoot TV series. It's possible I'll get into that. If I really like the movie, I may just do that. I won't even ask anybody. I'm not going to be looking for engagement. I'll just go ahead and start doing it. We'll see what happens. See if I like the movie. It's just, I've got it screen recorded. It's just so much that's happening, and I just have not had a chance to get around to it. But I will. So that could be another mystery guest to this situation. But yeah, this is a third and final pilot I'll be looking at. So vote with your feet or with your fingers, and we'll go from there. Now, one other thing. This is the screen we're going to be queuing up on. It'll be when all this goes away. The very first frame after all this goes away. The blue screen of death. This is after the intro, the theme song, whatever, So here's the last screen of the blue screen of death, and here's the first frame of whatever the episode is going to be. We're going on 1. 3, 2, 1. The hell are we doing? Navigating? Oh, one other thing I do like about Gundam that a lot of the other series don't do. They actually have actual trained adults, professional warriors and soldiers are operating this machinery instead of 12-year-olds. It just helps my suspension of disbelief a lot more. These people have been in the military for a few years instead of just, 3 years away from wearing diapers. Yeah, I'm all right, man. That's another thing, too. If you train enough, get enough reps, it will probably feel like your body. Yeah. Don't be getting too much dip on your chip, in other words. Okay. That was one hell of a transition. Yeah. None of your business. Yeah. Well, he can fight, but he's apparently very clumsy. I like Fonzie back there macking on a chick. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Get your damn hands off me. Oh, wait. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Domestic violence. Or, I guess more child abuse than domestic violence. Yeah. Man, he ate that punch and kept going. That's pretty impressive, actually. This is another one of these space stations. I see the way that the land goes up in an angle, right? So it's one of these circular space stations, almost like Ringworld. Meow. I'm minding my business. What are you doing? I don't know what the hell that's about, but I'm into it. So let me guess, he'll be the child soldier. Okay, so I take back everything I said about the professional military people. We're doing another child soldier story. And apparently, we need romantic music for this moment. I don't know why you would keep your key card here, but get the hell out of my car. I don't know. There's something about these two. Character introductions are so crucial. If you nail it, then you're basically starting off on third base. I love the fact that these like space stations have so much vegetation. It probably helps with like the oxygen generation, right? And carbon dioxide removal. Dude, you need to get the hell off my business. Oh shit. Yeah, we're rolling. Now that is a stereotype I've noticed in anime. The girl nags about everything, and I guess that's her love language. That's how she shows affection. That seems to be pretty common in anime. I've only seen about 20 different series so far, so I'm no expert. It's something I've noticed. That's a pretty efficient way to move around the space station, by the way, outside. Unless you're under attack, then it'd be easy to attack. But otherwise, if you can put your infrastructure outside the living area, yeah, this is another thing I love when they do the real world physics like this. Um, I love that method of transportation as well. They did this in Planetis. It's a great way to move around, right? In Zero G. I'm sure they've also done it in the previous Gundam as well. Why are you up my ass, man? God damn. They're throwing a lot at us. I'm trying to pay attention. That's why I'm not talking very much. Attack of. Stop shouting my name. Jesus Christ, man. You've never heard of what do they call it? Gender neutral names. I'm gonna kick his ass. How dare you say that? Get the hell off me. You caused enough trouble. Shouting my name and shit. Look, do you want to jump in my pocket? Like, why are you so far up my ass? Here, jump in my pocket. Yeah, he's coming for that ass. Yeah, that's right. You can't even call that a sucker punch. He came from all the way across the room, man. You knew what this was. How dare you say that shit? Yeah. Oh shit. Hey man, he can give as good as he can get. Plus he can take a punch. Dude, you're getting these hands. Oh shit. Now you're gonna do a 2-on-1 on a kid? Bitch ass. That's a bitch move. Boy, you better get your hands off me. I got mace. Hey, man, you stepped out. You know you did. You said exactly what I was offended by. Yeah, you were running your mouth. Oh, shit. Well, that's treating me like a guy, I guess. So he is an asshole. It wasn't just a mistake. Because, I thought maybe he was just, like, talking shit, but he's not really a bad guy. He seems to be a bad guy. Yeah, they're beating up kids in there. They're kind of busy. There's my lightsaber. That's what this shows. This base probably got attacked, right? There's nobody left. Then again, maybe they're in progress. Yeah, I like the little knuckle weapons. Half of this episode so far is people have been talking shit. I like the aesthetic of the show, man. You got some real world physics. I mean, obviously there's gonna be some stuff that's not realistic, but who gives a shit? It's not a documentary. It's enough to feel immersed. You can get immersed in this because it feels realistic, right? And then you've got some high tech stuff like this. And instead of him just walking through opening doors, they're taking the time to have him hack the doors. Like they had to spend animation budget on that, and they feel like it's important for the story, right? So it just shows the writers give a shit. I don't care if the captain gets mad. I can get mad too. Huh? There's no keypad to hack. Oh yes, there is. Maybe I have to blow it open this time. Hey, is that what? That's what he's gonna do, right? Fantastic. Oh yeah, I'm getting through one way or another. That's some property damage you got to pay for. We're gonna dock your pay. Is that supposed to be a population center or is there a factory? I can't tell. I can see it be a population center if it's been bombed out, right? Like there used to be trees, but there aren't anymore. It's hard to tell. Or if it's just factory and that's why it's all brown. Looks like a factory. So it's a manufacturing colony, in other words. They're secretly building weapons, is what I'm assuming. I'm out of here. Oh, shit. You better get a suit back on. You better get your suit back on. He's about to murk your ass. Oh, yeah. Like, he doesn't even have to attack you, like, with weapons. He can just run into you and you're done, man. Like, you're like toothpaste. Oh, shit. Then again, he can just go ahead and fire at you, too. That's badass. That's badass. He's chasing you. Yeah, that may be one reason why he's so arrogant, right? He's chasing you. You turn around and take a picture of it. That's badass. That's pretty awesome. I don't know who Blondie is, but I like him. By the way, quit being so goddamn clumsy. Incompetent! Guess you're not really. You're more used to fighting in space, I assume, than out. Hearing like a little bit of gravity, a little bit of atmosphere. A Vulcan, huh? I think I remember making fun of them using that word in the original Gundam I reacted to. A Vulcan, I think, is a style of suit. Hey, man, thanks for getting that door. Here's your reward. If James Bond was in space, he actually was one time, wasn't he? And he was pretty much like this. Now, one thing I don't buy is that you can use the tip of a gun to press buttons, because I believe it's all, at least with us, heat. So, like a plastic tip could press a button on a keypad here, that's digital, like an LED keypad, and it would have no effect. It works on body heat, and that's intentional to prevent, accidental touching. Who knows how they designed it here, though? Now he's in a suit. Oh, yeah. Wrecked. Yeah. I had to make sure to take my helmet off for that one. He's a badass. I need to catch his name. He'll be a good mentor for our boy, right? A whole lot of espionage going on here. Yeah. Yep. He'll be a Gundam Zeta. How dare you? 2 months punishment detail. Hey, he was talking shit. I don't give a fuck what he was, man. I don't care what acronyms he got. Not saying be a hothead and go punching people, but So he's got prior training, and at least that would explain why he becomes a child soldier, and we know he will. So stop punching people. He's a dick. Oh my God! How dare you criticize? No, not criticizing. Yeah, there's some fascist governments. They don't tolerate criticism. I ain't got shit to say to you. I was a stubborn asshole as a teenager. I totally vibe with this dude. Starting fights, check. Wouldn't talk to authority, check. Sit there, like one time they had me sitting there for like 8 hours. I started some shit at school at the morning. Come closing time of school, I was still sitting there. And I think the principal was waiting for me to like knock on the door and ask me let out. I just sat there like 5 o'clock. He says, "Weren't you going to say anything?" It's like, here's what I got. I didn't do that, but like I was thinking it. I better be. Oh, that's my lawyer or my dad? Camille, I think is. Space Noid. Yes, bitch. It's called obstruction. Yeah. How dare you? I'm gonna punch you too, bitch. Kick you. Kicking you is interference. Now, see, we've seen three kinds of abuse so far. Oh, well, I guess this child abuse I have to wait till later. That's right, get the hell off me. Why don't you go actually do your goddamn job? Which I assume is not abusing kids. Well, this is awkward. I love it. This was me. Like people think they would like me as a teenager. You wouldn't have liked me. I was a dick. If you were any kind of authority figure whatsoever, I hated your guts. That's just the way it was. That's why I vibe with this kid. Man. Where the hell are you going, kid? Hey, so what happened to a pseudo girlfriend? I guess she just broke wide, huh? I'm out of here. Say. This kid's wild as hell, man. Yeah, I'm comparing myself to him. I wasn't this wild. I'm going to tell you that right now. I wasn't stealing government cars wild. A kid's got to know his limitations. Apparently, F is mom. By the way, I assume that's his mom. Hey guys, sorry, I was getting my drink on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna have to be a spoken word verse apology, or whatever the kids are calling it. Jesus. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Maybe he just wants to find out what happened. It seems like he's on a mission, though. Dude, wild as hell. He gets more done before 5 p.m. than most of us do all day. Guess it's off to crash somewhere, I suppose. By the way, kiss my ass, Golden Gate Bridge. There's some nefarious shit going on here. I only understand about 10% of what's happening in this episode, but I like 100% of it, so. Guess that's their answer. Well, shit. So, apparently, the girl that was up his ass is part of the closing credits, so I guess she's going to be a thing, right? Sometimes you'll see in these shows, they'll do that. They'll just establish he has some female friend who's crush on him or whatever. All it seems to be the girl's crush on the guy for some reason. And then you just never see him again. Like that happened. There was some horror thing I did where people turned into demons. They did that. I think that was another Paul request. Can't remember. But yeah, man, I like it. So this is definitely a viable option. We got 3 viable options. All 3 have been released today. Check them out and vote with your fingers.